Suddenly the floodlights have gone out. The floodlights, which are being run by a generator specially hired for the game, and all the lights have gone out.
Well, the game was held up, but they did get the lights back again in time to finish the match. 36,000 fans were at Stamford Bridge yesterday, Chelsea's largest gate of the season, for Chelsea against Nottingham Forest. And every one of them got value for money. But at 2:10 yesterday, most eyes were on one man.
And here's the man they say is on the shortlist for the England job. Brian Clough, bringing his Nottingham Forest side to London, 4 points clear at the top of the First Division, back to a ground whose facilities he criticised last season, including the view of the game that the management get from the touchline bench. But what a fantastic job he and Peter Taylor have done with this Nottingham Forest side. They come with an unchanged team, the one that beat Middlesbrough 4-0 last week. Now that defender Larry Lloyd has passed a test on a hamstring injury, it's a side with a winning balance to it, and one player who's made a tremendous strides this season in the First Division is winger John Robertson, and he can't be far from his first Scottish cap. It's a defence that's been strengthened enormously by the signing of Peter Shilton from Stoke City, a goalkeeper that Clough and Taylor have admired for several seasons. And still going strong in the Chelsea goal is Peter Bonetti. And when Peter Bonetti made his first appearance for Chelsea in the early 1960s, Trevor Aylott was a mere 2 years old. But Trevor knew enough about the game last week to score the winner against Bristol City in his first full game. This then is the Chelsea team. They've had a late change forced on them. Defender Ron Harris has got a hamstring injury. John Sparrow comes into the defence. Charlie Cook keeps his place. He's been brought in to steady things down a bit with skipper Ray Wilkins in midfield. So that then is the Chelsea side. The referee is Brian Stevens from Stonehouse in Gloucestershire. And now we're just about ready for the start. So away we go, Nottingham Forest attacking the goal to our right in red shirts and white shorts. Chelsea in their all-blue strip. Chelsea have scored only 8 times in 14 games and only once in their last 5, as against an amazing scoring record that Forest come here with, 16 in their last 6, and that includes 3 lots of 4. Let's say for London fans at any rate, it's almost too good to be true when you remember how they were so easily beaten at Highbury, and they drew 0-0 at West Ham. And really were none too convincing in a victory at Queen's Park Rangers. But maybe today is the day when London fans will see Forest at their best. We'll see. One man who clearly won't want to get injured today, Steve Wicks, the big Chelsea defender who gets married tomorrow. He's marrying Jane Mears, daughter of the Chelsea director Leslie Mears. And there in the stand, in the light raincoat on the right, is Jane Mears, who is due to get married tomorrow. Well, a good kick there by Shilton, but it's with Bowyer now. No, it's not, it's with Cook. Nicely played there for Wilkins. Finding Aylott. Wilkins again. Now, if Langley can get in behind Lloyd, which he's done, I'm surprised Lloyd allowed him to go as far as that. Aylott with a chance, a beautiful piece of goalkeeping, though, by Peter Shilton. Well, that was a superb ball there in the first place by Ray Wilkins, but just look how easily Langley gets in behind Larry Lloyd. And some tremendous goalkeeping there by Shilton, bravely diving at the feet of Aylott. Sparrow. Now Gemmell. Oh, and look at this for Peter With. Woodcock's right in there as well. The little chip coming in there. Woodcock with the header. And Chelsea were in extreme danger there. Archie Gemmell with a pass that put Peter With 3. Little cross coming in there, and the touch there by Woodcock, just look how close that was. Robertson With versus Troy. It really is quite a meaty battle those two are going to have all afternoon. With this time being followed by Wicks. Robertson trying to tease Graham Wilkins into a mistake and find a yard for himself, which he's done. Peter with a header, and what a good one it was. Bowyer trying desperately to get that onto the left foot. Graham Wilkins to Tommy Langley. A touch for Ray Wilkins. Oh, what a ball again by Ray Wilkins. Beautifully played into the path of Tommy Langley. Aylot's coming into the middle in a great, tremendous rush. Wilkins again, or rather Langley again, just couldn't get that shot in. But what a pass it was again from Ray Wilkins. A beautiful piece of football by Chelsea that the crowd really are appreciating. Well, that's after the pass had been made. And a great run here by Aylott. And a good piece of defence by Anderson. Cook. Lovely close skills. Lost none of those. Sparrow. Cook again. Cut out by McGovern. Here's With. Robertson. Like this referee's style at the moment, he's giving the game a chance. He's playing a lot of good advantages, and now Forest are taking advantage of this with Archie Gemmill. And in comes a tremendous piece of goalkeeping there by Peter Bonetti from Ian Bowyer. Forest was finally hooked away to safety. It looked as though Bowyer was sure to score. Great pass here by Archie Gemmill. Just look at the number 8 Bowyer making his advance. And a good one-handed stop by Peter Bonetti. Langley. Now Kenny Burns. Cut out by Britain. Langley was just onside as well for Forest, that Larry Lloyd got one of his long legs to that one. Nicely played for Wilkins. Oh, a beautiful dummy that Wilkins sold on Archie Gemmill. Graham Wilkins turning it in first time. Ray Wilkins with the header. Great save by Peter Children. Well, the two brothers very nearly combined there to give Chelsea an inspiring lead. It's Graham Wilkins who plays this ball in early, and it's Ray Wilkins who's gone forward to get on the end of it, and Peter Children who had to make a good save to stop them. Burns, Anderson again, with McGovern. Some fair play here by Forest. Except that Sparrow, in the end, breaks it up. Burns, Gemmill. Letting one go from a long way out, just a yard or so wide. Archie Gemmill looking, as always, for a chance to get a poke at goal. Robertson. Woodcock. Oh, he was physically held back there. Good decision by the referee as well. He held back as long as he possibly could to see if Woodcock could have somehow wriggled free of Wicks. It wasn't to be, and in the end the whistle went. Brian Stevens from Stonehouse in Gloucestershire, protege of David Smith, who used to be, in fact, was a cup final referee from Stonehouse. Woodcock with a header, and a brilliant save by Bonetti. From Tony Woodcock. Applause all around Stamford Bridge for that one. free kick coming in. A backward header there by Peter With. A free header for Tony Woodcock. A beautiful spring by Bonetti. Swain. Another free kick for Chelsea. This time, yellow card for Anderson. Ray Wilkins going across to have a word with the referee. I'm not sure what that can be about, whether it's direct or indirect, I suppose. But Viv Anderson's name goes into the book. There's the free kick being taken now, and a goal by Ian Whitman, but no. The referee wasn't satisfied that he was ready for the free kick to be taken. In fact, he was still writing in his notebook. Sure that we were ready either, but now everybody is ready, I think, and I wonder if they can do it again. Wilkins again, Troy this time, very nearly got in there, and Forest desperate to get that one away. Now it looks as though they can with Peter With. Free kick. One fellow I know supported Chelsea for a long, long time. The spectacles there. Do you remember Ben Morris? With the Chelsea secretary Chris Matthews, one of the few lady secretaries in the Football League, right ahead of him. Robertson again. Making life very difficult indeed for Graham Wilkins. This might come through to Bowyer. Played short for Archie Gamble. Oh, a little twist there by With. He didn't make a contact. I think he was probably aiming at Anderson, who was coming up hard on the right-hand side. At 2.5 minutes to half-time now. Still no score. Aylott for Chelsea. Woodcock, and now With Troy timing that challenge well, and obviously just got a nick off. He didn't. I think maybe just nicked off Peter With, but it's a Forest throw. Now who's going to get to that one? Bowyer does. Gemmell. Burns. Now Sparrow. A break out by Chelsea. Britton. For John Sparrow. Again, Cook is waiting in the middle. Cook with a header! What skill again. And that's not the first time this afternoon we've seen Chelsea break superbly down the wings. Play the ball in as Sparrow did there, finding somebody to connect at the other end as Cook did, but Shilton equal to it again. Swain. Now, can Britton get to that? He can't. It's a throw for Nottingham Forest. Referee looking at his watch. The last few seconds of the first half, which have really been very evenly spread between Chelsea and Nottingham Forest, and no question that both the goalkeepers are the men who've kept the score blank. Peter Shilton, who's made one or two really tremendous saves, particularly one early on from Aylott, and Peter Bonetti for his part, bringing off a couple of superb saves, particularly that flying dive from the header by Tony Woodcock. So because of Shilton and Bonetti, we are goalless in the first half. A lot to come on the big match today though, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes with the second half. Chelsea 0, Nottingham Forest 0. Welcome back to Stamford Bridge. No goals in the first half of this important First Division game. Forest 4 points clear at the top. Chelsea in a little bit of trouble near the bottom, and a very good reason for both sides wanting to snatch a couple of points from this one. Here's Wilkins. Chelsea, in fact, have already lost 2 at home this season, to Coventry and to Leeds. Forest have lost only 1 away, and that was when they also came to London and were well beaten 3-0 by Arsenal. Droy. Sparrow. Droy again.
That should be no trouble for Shilton. Spreading it out with his throw to Robertson. Woodcock. Certainly been a beautifully balanced and skillful game so far. Here's Wicks. The only thing that has been missing has been the goals. Govan losing his place there for a moment, and in the end finding Shilton. Robertson. Woodcock. Kenny Burns. Anderson. McGovern. Bowyer. Good bit of interplay here by Nottingham Forest. Chested down by With for Woodcock. It's about 8 or 9 passes they've strung together now. With. Pushed out there by Wicks. Gemmell. Chelsea can't get a look at it at the moment. Now they will. It's a goal kick. He's had a brilliant season, John Robertson, but he, in all fairness, hasn't shown a lot of that form here this afternoon as yet. Gemmell's header. That's a corner, and a good decision by the linesman. Steve Wicks trying to shield that ball to give Chelsea the goal kick, and at the very last it was hit against his leg by Peter With. Here's Robertson. Across the face of that goal to Bowyer, lining up a shot on the volley. Badly miscuing and a look of pain. And a goal kick for Chelsea. Robertson just dinking it across there. With, who gets his head into those situations, knocked up again by Woodcock and miscued by Bowyer. Woodcock controlled that well and found Robertson. Good pass here for Gemmell. Great little fighter, Archie Gemmell. Here's Colin Barrett. Oh, and he's lost out badly here. Langley taking it up. Wilkins supporting him. Now, will that come through to Aylott? It will. It comes through to Trevor Aylott. Is this the chance for Chelsea? No. Anderson came back superbly. Quite got enough time as Anderson, with those long legs of his, got back. Went past Kenny Burns. And he just got there, did Anderson. Here's the Chelsea corner. Dry with a header. Well, he's always likely to be prominent in these situations, is Mickey Droy. Hit a bit lower that time and a bit harder. Droy got the header in, and Shilton was relieved to see it go wide. Goal kick. Free kick to Chelsea this time. Aylott trying to get it going quickly and found that it didn't go his way at all. Droy stepping in mightily there. Lloyd giving it away to Cook. Here's Swain. Here's Aylott, played onside by Kenny Burns. And Aylott going all the way in there. Tremendous goal! Running,
He's made the breakthrough for Chelsea. Last week it was the winner against Bristol City. Today it's the goal that puts them in the lead against the leaders. Kenny Swain with that long pass forward. Great piece of front running here by Trevor Aylott. And as it bounced, a drop kick past Peter Shilton. 1-0 to Chelsea. So what a day for him. 19 years old, only his second full game, the winner last week, and such a vital one today. Trevor Aylott. Well, a game that was so beautifully poised will now show us just what Forest are made of. Here's Britain. Shilton, who looked capable of stopping everything, really had no chance at all there. Lloyd finding Gemmell. Good piece of fighting there by Kenny Swain. Here's Langley. Chelsea really on song at the moment. And Shilton forced to go down and make another save. Troy. To give Chelsea a chance to reform, and look at that for a bit of skill by Ray Wilkins. Really looking for the ball all the time now. Britain finding Langley, Aylott waiting in the middle. Cook has gone up fast, Langley's gone past him, chipped in there again, just ahead of Aylott. He falls into the back of the net, but the ball has gone behind for the goal kick. Brilliant piece of play by Chelsea. They've tried this so often, these passes into the space in front of the front runner, as that one was just a fraction too far ahead of Aylott for his second goal. So, no smiles there at the moment. Gemmell. Goal cut out by Troy. Really was a small price to pay after Archie Gemmell had put Chelsea in great danger there. Robertson with that corner for Nottingham Forest. Bonetti only half getting it away, and Woodcock tried to turn it back. It was Swain who did the saving job there for Chelsea, and again, and Forest get a throw. Oh yeah. Check there, they've got plenty of people up, including Kenny Burns. It was Steve Ricks who stopped him that time. Now a chance for a Chelsea break. Ray Wilkins to Charlie Cook. Langley is away in a lot of space on the right. Aylott is away on the left. Now can Langley get that over? He can. And it's there! No! My word, they very nearly did it again. Well, Aylott takes up some marvellous positions, but equally there are some superb balls being played into the middle by Chelsea this afternoon. That one by Langley, and he very nearly forced it home. Shilton again had to be at his best. Aylott. Barrett back to his keeper. Barrett's header. Here's Wilkins. Good skill, finding Swain. Sparrow outside him. Aylott up there again. Oh, and a nice pass there by Aylott now for Charlie Cook. Oh, across the face of the Forest goal. And again, they were caught all over the place. By the well-timed run of Charlie Cook, and a good pass. One here by Swain coming up. Well, what about this for a well-timed pass by Aylott? And Cook putting it across the face of the Forest goal and behind for the goal kick. Aylott. Finding each other well now. Sparrow, well, that's hit Bowyer. Forest wanting to bring on their substitute Martin O'Neill. He's all right. Is Langley? There's no flag. Oh, and he's missed a chance there. Larry Lloyd stopped it on the line. And Langley, I think in the first place, surprised he was allowed to go on. In the end, very annoyed with himself for not getting goal number 2. Well, there was no offside. There was no flag. And Langley couldn't pull it back enough. Well, Forest are bringing off Ian Bowyer, the number 8, and Martin O'Neill is coming on. Well, Tommy Langley might really have had a good chance of putting Chelsea up there. I think some crowd behind the goal there felt that there was a handball by Larry Lloyd as he saved it inside the penalty area. Chelsea stopped them again. Britain for Cook. And here come Forest again with With. 10 minutes to go. Gemmell. There's With again. Now can Troy get there first? He can. Walloping that away just before McGovern got to it. And a throw for Nottingham Forest. Robertson with it. O'Neill right in there. But a chance of a shot. The linesman had his flag up in any case for an offside against, I think it must have been Woodcock in there. There's the throw by John Robertson. And O'Neill curling it in, and you can see, yes, in fact, Woodcock, the number 10, just fractionally offside beyond Mickey Troy there. O'Neill beaten there by Sparrow. Britain just chipping it in this time for Ray Wilkins. Britain again. Now Trevor Ayler leaving again for Ian Britton. On this side of the field is Charlie Cook. Now will he take on Colin Barrett? Britain has continued his run to this side. Still with Cook. Now with Britain. Driven in hard across the goal. Beautiful move again by Chelsea, but for them not quite the finish they wanted. A move with a lot of thought, a lot of patience and a lot of skill about it. Cook playing a major part in it again, poking out that little pass for Ian Britton. Frantic whistling in the crowd. Still a couple of minutes to go yet. With free kick to Nottingham Forest. Inside the last 2 minutes. Archie Gemmell with the free kick. Everybody in there. And Robertson just over the top. And not much to spare for Chelsea there. Just look at that crowd in the Chelsea penalty area. Gemmell floating the free kick. Robertson hitting it, and not catching it properly, but there it is, gliding into the air. And which side of the crossbar? Yes, the right side for Chelsea. The last desperate seconds for Chelsea. 2 points that are so valuable to them if they can just hold on. Now, McGovern with a shot. That time it was Swain who stopped him in his stride. Another throw for Nottingham Forest. Anderson with it. With the backward header, and again Swain is right back there. Now O'Neill, what a scramble there. Archie Gemmell, and again chance for Chelsea with Wilkins. That's the long ball, and Langley's onside. He was inside his own half when that was played. Can he finish it off? Can Ayler finish it off? And Shilton saves superbly. What a climax! What a game of skill! And what a victory it looks likely to be now for Chelsea, as the referee looks at his watch again. Here go Chelsea again with Charlie Cook. No, that won't go. And it's Kenny Burns instead. The long ball forward. Woodcock is after it. With has gone storming into the middle. Robertson's up there with him. Here he is. And again, Chelsea stopped it. And here they are with Ray Wilkins, and there goes the final whistle. It's defeat for Nottingham Forest, defeat for Brian Clough, but he knows well enough you can't win every game. And on the day, Chelsea deserve it. Mickey Troy truly a giant in that defence. And nobody in the crowd could have gone away dissatisfied with the entertainment that they've had over the past 90 minutes. Ray Wilkins, the skipper, going to the men he knows who've done so much for Chelsea to get this marvellous victory. The rain pouring down, the crowd applauding, thank you. I suspect that was put there in the first place from the crowd in the shed who sweetened their language over the last couple of weeks. But it also serves as a thank you to the players who've given us a very skillful game of football and highly exciting too. Final score then at Stamford Bridge with the rain still pouring down. Chelsea 1, Nottingham Forest 0.